wish we had smell-o-vision. Okay. Café. Un café. Okay, let's rock it. Let's get out there into the wet weather. Let's go see if it's getting wet yet. Okay, glove time. Need to replace a condenser fan motor on a T-49 refrigerator. Two-door true refrigerator. T as in Tom, 49. Let's do this. Okay, how to change out a condenser fan motor on a true T-49 two-door refrigerator. Down here, just unplug the condensing unit from here. Take the screw out right here, this one right here, that one right there. 3/8 they are. Take them out, scribe it first, make a line here with a screwdriver before you pull it out so you know where it goes back in. Pull it out a ways, see if you can get it out on the box. Get a Stanley box like this, 14 or 16 bucks Home Depot. That way you can slide it out in this level. And just undo the motor. The screws on the bottom, down there. 1, 2 on the other side. Snip the wire, pull it out, change it out, put it back together, throw it back in. Let's do this. Well, always check your plugs. When you got like a 10-year-old fridge, I went to take this plug apart, and this is pretty common. All these plugs all the time get overheated on all kinds of fridges that have these ones. It's always the white, the neutral. I don't think I've seen the black one getting like this, but this one's wasted. So it's bad. Gotta just join the wires together by themselves. Just use butt connectors to get rid of the plugs. You can actually just cut the wires, the two that you don't use, and connect them, but I'll show you. All right. Always more than one thing. Okay, so this goes together like this. You can see on here, you got the first 3 are black, second 3 are neutrals, the last 2 are green, your grounds. Same right here, so you got a couple wires, first 2 are black, and you skip the third one, so you go 4, 5, and 6, whites, neutrals. That white one and the one that goes with the fan. So you got pretty straightforward. You just got 2 wires basically going to the compressor. Your hot, your black, and your white is your neutral. Black's your hot, white's your neutral, green's your ground. And this one just is a hot and a neutral to your fan. That's it. That's all it is. Real basic. And you just I like to use the butt connectors for the heavy load on the compressor, because you got like 9 amps running load, and I don't like doing 9 or 10 amps on a Wago. I don't get a good feeling about it's just a clamp fitting, you know. It's just not the greatest fitting in the world, I think. Good for light loads like this thing. A fan only draws not even 1 amp, 0.62 or something, 0.5, 0.6, half an amp. So I use those on the Wagos because they're easy and you can throw them together quick. And that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to put some tape around each of the individual connections, so it gives them a little bit extra protection. That's it. Okay, this is the sketchiest part, where you have to make sure when you pull out the unit that it's been off for about at least 15 minutes. So if there's any frost on the lines will pull easier. But you gotta spread out the copper and just push it apart gently, and make sure you pull it out here, and don't pull it out any farther than this, because that's about all the line you got. Put it on a box like this, and that's all you got. So, all right, then you just gotta take the 4 screws out. Okay, 4 screws, take them out, take the motor out, take the blade off, change it, swap it out. Let's do it. Okay, she's out of here. 4 bolts. There's your 4 bolts that come out. It's right here. Just lift it out, just like that. Put a little scratch mark with a screwdriver on the front, so you know which way it goes back on, blade goes back on. So just take the nut off, take the 4 screws out, change it out. Okay, the other thing that you want to do, if you've never done it before, put a little arrow on the base that points forward, so you know which way the base goes back on. I don't need to anymore, because if you do enough of them, you know that the curved part, just the part that sticks out, goes front. So anyways, that's it. Let's do it. Just take the 4 screws out, 1/4 inch there. Okay, the other thing you want to do, look on the back of the motor, make sure you got the right motor, match it up. 9 watt, 9W, 0.53 amps. You want to be, at least your new motor should be 0.53 amps or more. 1550 RPM. Motor I'm going to use is this one, 9 watt, 1550, 115 volts, 0.62 amps. So clockwise, CW. You're looking for your CW on here, and there it is, down in the middle under the 1550 RPM. CW stands for clockwise, so we got the right motor. All right, let's do it. Okay, you just give the parts a little wash, give them a scrub a dub in the sink, a little sponge. Then the first step is to put this on, the base on, put the screws all in loose, but just put them in about halfway, all of them, and that way it'll all line up. Don't tighten one down and you'll never get it all lined up. So leave all the screws loose and then just tighten them up. And as I found out with these Chinese lock washers are absolute garbage. They just turn to like they're crunched in my hand, so just tighten them up good. Okay, next step is put the little rubber thing on here. It's gonna go on here. Gonna go like that. The little dimples will line up with those dimples. Put the blade on top, put the nut on top, tighten it down. Where you go. Okay, there she is. The blade's all on. Rock and roll. Let's put it in. Give it a little wipe right here. Screw it in. Okay, these are number 3 Phillips, so you need to use a number 3 Phillips tip. Okay, it's bigger. Normal tips are number 2. Number 3 is just a little bit bigger. And I use about a couple of extensions. Equals out to probably about, I don't know, probably about at least 12 inches. I'm sure. maybe 18 inches. But that's how you do it. That's how you get them. You take them in and out. You can work up here. That way you're not down there. Especially it works real good for when you're going back here and putting them in. Works real nice. Okay, let's wire it in. Let's tighten them up. Make sure you tighten them up real good. Use a socket or something or whatever you want to do, but just get them good and tight. Okay, it's all tightened down. Make sure you spin the motor. Make sure you're not hitting anything. I like to do double wire ties here. Do a wire tie. I buy these wire ties from Home Depot. They're about 10 bucks, 11, 12 bucks a pack or something. They're UV resistant, being black, UV resistant, 8-inch mounting cable ties. They have a hole on one end, so you can put a screw through them. And so I use them. I use the hole for not putting another cable tie through. Keeps my distances, so I get a nice deal going on here. So get to do the wires like that. Boom, bada boom. Boom, bada bing. Okay, so got her all wired in. Let's push it back in, and hopefully we're good to go. Okay, this is where the lines that you scratched earlier come into play. You see them right under there, and that tells you exactly where you need to put the unit. So take the unit, and you know that there's your lines right there, and you can line it up that way. You know when you put the screw in, you're right there. So no effing around with being in the wrong place. So you just see like that, and we grab our screw, and hopefully we're boom bada boom. Let's see. Okay. Need to go back just a. There we go. I heard the screw just. I don't know why it did that. It dropped out for a second. You can use a drill with a 3/8 on it. Just 3/8 blue if you want to. Don't tighten it up all the way. Get the other screw in first. Other screw should be, yep, right where it goes. Boom bada boom, boom bada boom. Okay, rock and rollage. Okay, snug as a bug in a rug. And snug it down, tighten her down, and let's test her out. Rock and roll. I think we're going good, nice and good. This motor sure sounds a lot better than that other motor did. The other motor was 10 years old. Time to go. Did not sound happy. So this one sounds nice, a lot nicer. Alright. A lot better. Okay. We're starting to cool down too. Got yeah, we got like 40 or something, I think, up there. Yeah, almost 40. So let me see. Holy cow. Okay. We are, yeah, 44. So cool. Which is actually 34 on your thermometer. It was right here. This is the perfect spot where you want your thermometer, like middle shelf, not getting affected by the air blowing around and stuff. So over like that, so that give you real temps. So she's working really beautifully. Working nice. Okay, I just opened the door. It goes up and down. I just opened the door and the thing went up like 10 degrees. So yeah, always go by the inside.